Okay, we're at part 3 of Matt Hoyles' tattoo story / journey. We were talking off camera, and I was asking you had some tattoos that were done in Vancouver.
Yes, well, I've only had one done in Vancouver. It's actually my newest one.
Okay.
Which is this one on my leg here. Well, I'll turn around because you can probably see it better.
Yep. Yes, beautiful. Yes.
That one is only a couple of months old now.
Okay.
Really, the artist did an amazing job. Her name's Jessica Dahl. She runs Ink Doll Tattoo.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, awesome artist. We actually met through like a Craigslist ad where she wanted someone to help her write a song and record it, and I play drums and guitar, and so I was, I played on that for her, and she gave me the reciprocal number of hours of tattooing that I spent in the studio and writing the song, which is the sweetest deal ever. And it turns out she's an amazing artist, so that was the best. And she's definitely going to be doing work for me in Vancouver in the future. Just like, when you find an artist that you trust and that kind of works in the style that you love, that's pretty awesome. So definitely be getting more from her.
Yeah, Jessica
Dahl, Dahl.
From Ink Doll.
So Ink Doll Tattoo. She works out of a bunch of different studios.
Okay.
So she's kind of all over the place, but one of her main places is there's a salon called Sugar Skull Studios in Gastown, and she works out of there quite often.
Okay. And why that certain design? Was it her? Did you choose that personal, the snake design, or is that, what's the meaning behind it?
Yeah, so I told her what I wanted, and then gave her freedom of like how it was going to be laid out, how it was going to fit on the leg. So it's actually a snake and a raven skull. Goes along with the same kind of mythology that with the shoulder. Their part in life as kind of magical beings or kind of imbued with some kind of power. Again, super Harry Potter nerd. And you gotta sort yourself into houses, so I'm definitely a Ravenclaw because I'm a total nerd.
Okay.
And my wife is a self-declared proud Slytherin, so this is also a little bit of a thing for her as well. But kind of really loaded up on the meaning for me. I just don't want to kind of go on about it too much, but so it's kind of the mythological aspect of both of them, and then just for us as well.
Okay, yeah, which is nice to have meaning shared with someone. Yeah. I think, even if that person, I was talking to Amanda and Sam. I previously interviewed them today. They were talking about couples and couple tattoos, which you don't really need to get if the other person is not willing, but. Yeah, it's good to have that meaning behind something like that.
It's more than one meaning. It's not just that. It's kind of it's a whole kind of loaded up with the different layers there, and like they say it's a big no-no to get names and stuff, and I happen to agree with that.
Okay.
But like if it's a symbolic thing that means something to you both, then whatever, why the hell not?
Yeah, it depends. I think for me, it depends on which name you get, if that makes any sense. Like, I have my mother's name.
That's different. That's family,
Family,
And obviously, Connie is my family.
Yeah.
She's my wife, and but I think it's pretty reasonable. Like people get their kids' names or their immediate family's names, and I think that's awesome. That's like that's something that no one can change, right? If you've got a child or whatever, they're always going to be your child. And so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Do you have any more tattoos that you can show us? Or?
I do.
Yeah.
I'll show you a fun one. This one, so back in New Zealand, I was in a band. friends, and my best buddies, Dan and Jeff. We were in a band for years. Dan's actually one of my oldest friends, and we lived together for ages as well. And just before I left, we wanted to get something to kind of commemorate the time in the band and our friendship. And all my other tattoos are serious and well considered, but we're idiots. So we were like, okay, so we have 5 minutes to draw each other in Sharpie, and whatever we've got after that 5 minutes, that's getting tattooed, no take-backs. So I drew Dan, Dan drew Jeff, and Jeff drew me, and we all three of us have this same tattoo.
The same one. Yeah, we're just going about matching tattoos. Yeah, this is...
And Alicia, who's done most of my tattoos, she thought it was hilarious. Because she's spent all this time doing all these tattoos, and we came in and we're like, okay, we want some ridiculous Sharpie drawings, and she's totally down for that. So, yeah, that one's, I mean, like, it's one of my silliest tattoos, but I love it, right?
Yeah.
It means so much to me. And, they're my brothers. That is family, right? That's, yeah, it's awesome. We all got it and we all love it. So
that's cool.
And I don't know. I reckon they capture our likenesses. If you'd seen these guys, you would know that they're pretty damn accurate. And obviously, that's pretty. It's definitely my essence. I am an egg with glasses and a beard. So
that's wonderful. So if that's all we have, I wanted to.
Oh, no, I do have more.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Well, I also wanted to comment on Leisha's kind of how do you call it, interweaving all the specific parts, like the flowers and like the kind of like, it reminds me of the Japanese tattoos. I don't know if that's her kind of inspiration or just
Adam Kraft, who's the guy that kind of runs the shop. Is an amazing Japanese artist, and there's definitely that interplay with artists that work together for years. They kind of influence each other for sure. But, Alicia's really got her own style, and she's just got a real skill for laying stuff out where it all kind of flows together. And just the second that I saw her work, I was just like, yep, that's who's going to be doing it. And it's that same thing I was saying, when you trust someone and their art, and it's awesome. I've actually got another matching tattoo.
Okay. We can.
So it's this one here, and you'll probably notice this one is way lesser in quality than the rest. But that one, that was actually done just before I left New Zealand, on my brother's bed by his friend who was really drunk, while we listened to like all of our childhood music, like all the skate punk that we grew up on, like NoFX and Less Than Jake and the Distillers and everything, and just having a really good nostalgic time. This is a design that my brother drew.
Okay.
My older brother drew, and we both got that done on that night. My younger brother was too young at the time.
Is it on the same side as
we all have it in different places.
Okay.
And it's kind of a bunch of different symbols that Alex kind of loaded up, with double meanings. So this symbol of a square and a circle inside a triangle in the middle is actually an old alchemical symbol for like the perfect solution for kind of creating what you're searching for. So it's kind of like unity for us and the family, but also it's flipped it over, so it's hard to kind of see unless you know the design, but it also looks kind of like a little drawing of a house, like a kid's drawing of a house. So it's your family is your home, and then we've got the little arcs around the outside because we live on opposite sides of the globe. Okay. And then this little candelabra kind of looking thing at the top is actually a Roma symbol for prosperity. So it's all about family. It's for my brothers. So all three of us have this. When my younger brother turned 18, I was actually back in New Zealand, and he went and got that while I was there, which was awesome. So we all have this, and that's it's for us. Like,
well, was he drunk when he was getting it, or was it the same kind of story?
He was getting it done professionally. So mine and Alex's are both like, you know, all blotchy, and they've got like blown out lines and scratchy bits.
Yeah.
But James's is beautifully done,
Yeah.
and he actually had his done by Alicia, which was awesome because you know it's kind of carrying it on.
Yeah, and coming in full circle, like
Exactly
yeah,
right.
Cool.
And,
Yeah, it's making me want to get it. Maybe talk to my brother and get a matching tattoo.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's, you know, I mean, it's alright, but like, the quality of it is pretty terrible, but I love it because it means so much. Because when I got it, I wouldn't want it to be touched up or made to look cleaner, because that experience of lying there and getting it done, and it took way longer than it should because of the circumstances of being on a bed that was like bouncing up and down.
Oh well, yeah.
While she was doing it, so it's just like, you know, it was something else. But like, I loved it. It was great, and that was just before I left, so it's a really memorable thing for me.
Yeah. Would you say it's one of on the top? Like, do you rank your tattoos? Like, oh, this one's my favorite, or
not really?
Not really.
They're
all just good.
Mean so much, right? And,
Okay.
It's, but it's definitely really meaningful, and you know, because all of the other ones are really well done.